Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Rising Star 2. Let's play. This is the band Everyone But Andy, and this is one of the worst bands I've ever started. We really have nothing to brag about so far. We do have 12 songs we can play now, and that's good, but we don't even have to play blue songs. Our songs are so bad, nobody gets excited about our music. So we're going to want to start writing some new songs. We do have a few that we can start to practice up a little bit. Maybe we go ahead and do that for this week and see if maybe one of these is a little bit better than the other songs that we have written so far. We can jump into practice. We have already merged points in the previous episode. We did that at the CD studio. I forgot to mark which one we used. That's not a big problem. We can probably figure it out. It was the discount studio. I should have marked it or renamed it. I was going to rename it and I forgot. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and practice. We'll practice the two weakest songs here. Try to get at least one of them up to being concert ready this weekend. And we're just going to do that. Now we're going to lose out on merging things because I'm just moving right through, but I'm excited to get to the next gig and see what we can do. Now we'll be able to practice one more time. That should get closer completely leveled up to 100% or as close to it as it will allow us. As we have seen, our songs that are 40 should get to 100. That'll be okay. Actually, it's the difficulty. I'm sorry. The difficulty is where we hit limits, and we have seen that. Difficulty 40 song, we can't max out necessarily. Let's go ahead and just select everything right now to refresh all of these so we don't start to lose ability on those. And we'll end the week. Oh, Topher's not feeling well. Outstanding. How bad is he? 30%. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna be expensive. We're gonna need to go and mow a lawn and try to get Topher healthy. And if I recall, the best place to mow for money is the cemetery. That'll be $350. And the cemetery is down here. Hey, a couple more CD. You know what? While we're here, let's check out prices. $100 an hour. That will probably be a go-to place for us as we get better in level. This one, $86 an hour. So definitely not the $23 where we recorded the last one. But those are some options as we become a little more wealthy. We'll mow this lawn, $350, and then we will head to the hospital and see if we can fix up Topher. The reason you want to do that is he loses a percentage of his abilities when he is sick. So you want to keep him healthy if you can. Also, they apparently can die. One of the statistics, if you look down here, is musicians died. Managers, I don't see managers died. Managers fired, managers hired, musicians hired and fired and quit. Yeah, we have trashed one motel for $615. If you recall, we do that because that gives us inspiration to get new song parts. An interesting little mechanic with some flavor to it, right? Some genre flavor. I never would have thought of it, but I'm glad somebody did. I think that's fun. And the hospital and the cemetery are in opposite corners on this map. The good thing there are no cops. Did I not go over? Oh, there it is. I was going to say, did I not go over far enough? I thought I went to the end. We do have a white van that looks a lot like an ambulance, right? So when we go inside, I think we're not going to be able to afford to heal him. Yeah. It costs more than we can afford. He has no personal money. The band would have to pay the whole bill. I don't think we can go into the negative. Not enough money. We cannot heal up Topher this week. That's too bad. So if we rest, he'll pick up a little bit of health, and we can do that. If we practice, he will probably regain some health, but it will just be 1 or 2 points. If we rest, he might pick up more than that. Let's look at our songs where we are for tomorrow if we're ready. Tomorrow is a battle, so we want 6 songs. Our best 6 songs, and we don't know what those are because we haven't been playing them enough and we haven't written any new ones. I would really like to be able to finish these out, but honestly, a slow song, we're never going to get to the point where we need a slow song in this challenge, and that's disappointing. I'm really not sure why I'm having so much trouble with the audience, other than I just need new songs. They take the longest, though. I mean, that's the thing. So 6 of 1. Let's go ahead. We practiced everything yesterday, so none of the green ones will atrophy between now and then. So let's go ahead and rest and see what that does for him. I honestly don't know how many points a rest will help, but it is what you're supposed to do when you have people that are sick. It's what its purpose is. So we will rest. Resting is primarily for healing. Well, we know that. That's what we want to do. So he is at 70, and if we rest one day, it will be Friday. We have a gig. And by the way, if we had picked more than one day, it would have skipped right by. You do need to know that. But he healed up 15%. That was probably way more important than the practice. His practice ability would have been limited, and his playing ability tonight would have been limited. This will be much better for us in the long run. Let's go ahead and get there. Barbara's watering hole. There we go. This is a battle. It is a battle we will not win, folks. I think we already know that. Instrumental, again, kind of popping up here. Might become something important. Let's play our gig. I'm going to clear the set list altogether. I had this one marked as an opener, or I had it marked. I'm not sure what I meant to mark it for. Let's see if it's obvious if we look here. Which tag is that? It is the middle one. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what my thought was there. Ultimately, it feels to me like we can get rid of any song we want to right now, except the one we recorded. We'll probably try to play that one because it might impact if we sell any CDs. So we'll go ahead and mark that one. We haven't had a lot of exposure with these songs. The quality is better on a couple of those, so that should help. Let's open with Joy Meals. I've been doing this address to run, and that just doesn't seem to be getting it done for us. And quality 15, just probably not cutting it. We'll do her Trey Benz. And again, this is not what my typical set would look like by now. We want to sort here. I don't think we have any of those songs. We do not. We're good to go. Let's see what happens. We can hold out hope. Maybe our stage presence will be way, way, way better than these other bands. You'll notice that they are already more popular than us. 2 of them are anyway. So they're having a little bit more success than we are. But this can be the game changer. What we really need is the money from the win. 4% on that one. Yeah, not killing it. All right. Well, it's going to be great when we start hitting 100%. It'll feel really good. Hey, look at that. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong line. Nope. We really weren't in it. Fan score is still, we are neck and neck in fan score. It is our performance score, so we need to work on our playing and the quality of the songs. So continue to other results. Yes, we want to do that. We had 59 fans there out of 90. That's not too bad. We sold 3 shirts and 1 copy of our single. Awesome. We gained +3 reputation with the venue. That's good too. Let's go ahead and head home. We can be somewhat happy with that experience, but we have work to do. We have a week. We could try writing 1 or 2 new songs. I think that's really what it comes down to, is we're just going to have to cut bait. I want to see, we only need 6 songs for our upcoming gigs. Yep, all of our gigs need no more than 6 songs. Let's just cut away. We're going to do that. We're going to cut the low end ones. Criticize, going away. We'll salvage those ideas. Yesterday She Grows, going away. Salvage. Yesterday Is the Liquid. We have played this song, I think. Didn't have any outstanding use for it. Now, the thing is, we've played this song. We haven't been in a situation where playing this song was necessary. You'd use it to boost the energy of the audience back up. We are not good enough to get the energy drained enough for that to happen. I'm going to get rid of this one. I don't know why I had a tag on it. We're going to salvage it. In fact, I'm starting to think maybe the tag was, you can get rid of this one if you want. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it tells us here, 10 songs. Silly. Use the tools. Tool here says there are 10 songs out there. I think that's probably good. There's no cost to cutting the song other than you lose the practice time that you spent in getting it to where it is. Low quality. Nobody grumbles at school. We did play that one a little bit and it was unnotable again. We'll keep that one. We want to have a few of those, right? We want to have a few yellow. We want to have a few blue. Right now, the good news is right now we're still in a normal phase where we don't have to worry about, oh no, we need more blue songs because it all flips around on how the scoring works. Let's go ahead and get rid of I Hold Today as well. Part of the reason I'm doing that, the reason you want to call your list down is I don't need to be practicing those to keep them up. I don't need to be wasting time playing them when I know they're not going to be liked. Right now, I don't think we've had a single loved song. Maybe that's what that one tag meant. Maybe it showed up as loved once. But it wasn't lately, and so that's what's important. It's not doing anything for us. Let's go write a song. We will merge ideas first, if we have any, and we do. There's one. I'm going to go with getting 10 points. I'm going to aim for around 15 points in difficulty for now. Where possible, we're down to 14. I can do 6s. We'll go ahead and do the 1s. Oh, I can do 6s, and we're even. So you'll notice that I did 2 points there, but I lost an odd number here, and I think that's because I'm not sure why it did that, honestly. Sometimes that happens. It costs you less points to do than it should. Really like to do a 6 if we have one. We got some lyric songs here that are 6s. We could do that. Let's grab one of these. Be great if, yes, we want to do that. That will max us out, and now we're going to construct a song. We have some 20s for lyrics. I think we have to take advantage of that. So let's go there, and let's do our max riff. We're already at 35 points, and we have 2 tags to add in there. We have a 10 from Topher, and another 10 from Topher. That is the best song we can write now. Right now, be 55 quality, basic musicianship. No penalty for the basic musicianship when you're just playing the songs for crowds. And I think maybe we'll go ahead and do that. Let's give it a title. We Fluster Immediately. That sounds like a good title for my attitude as to where the band is right now. I'm really not used to this level of lack of success. Chad's parents are feeling generous, gave him $600. That generally means you're losing money. People have to start giving you gifts. The game won't allow you to go bankrupt, I don't think. There doesn't seem to be any sort of appetite for that to happen. So instead you'll be limited, but you'll get gifts once in a while. Oh, hey, we have somebody calling us. Would love for us to come out and see their show. Well, that's great. We will earn points with them if we do that, plus any other band that's playing there today. I am not going to schedule that out. Let's see what it is. I think we're going to go here, if anything. And we'll go ahead and set that one. We will head out and do it. Way up there. We want to miss those awnings out front. Don't want to slam into those. If we go by a park that needs mowing, and we will, that is good. We need to be a little more mindful of that. We need cash right now. We are not drawing in the crowds that we would expect. We're going to need cash. And a lot of it's our playing and our, frankly, I guess our songwriting. I don't want to blame the songwriters for bad RNG. I feel like we're, quality-wise, the songs are about where I would expect. They just don't seem to be connecting. Job has been completed today. Let's see if they have any, since we're here, we could do an opening slot next week. No, we're going to be in Chicago or Kansas City, I think, on Friday. Then Saturday we could do an, look at that, 6 songs for $252. Let's take that. We can use that money. It's because it's the middle-sized venue. The money's much better. We'll be opening for some fairly popular local bands, and that's okay. We will get a small draw from their fans, and it might convert some of theirs to be our fans, which is always great. We'll take that one.
It'd be nice to see your band up there.
Well, I know. That's why we just signed that with you. And let's watch the show. No real benefit for it being a battle of the bands when we go to watch, but there should be 4 bands we see is what it comes down to. So we'll make relationships with multiple bands. New song ideas, that's great. A little bit of experience. Kind of looks like that was the only band that was here. Could have looked at the schedule. I didn't think to at the time. We do spend money for doing these. I mean, that's, again, we made $200 and we spent $100 today. We did get $600 gift. But there you have it. So that is the outcome of this battle. And let's head home. It is a Saturday. Feels like a good day to write a new song. We've got a few we can practice here, though. We're going to write one more. I answer yesterday. Sure, sounds good. Oh, well, we need to merge first. That can be important. You might merge exactly the one you need to the level that you need it to make a difference. "24 difficulty. That's a little high, but we'll go with it. There's time to add to it or subtract from it with a few more merges. I think right now my sweet spot is 15s. I think that's what I would like if I can get them. And it's important to remember that the difficulties, it just goes with the higher one. It doesn't, well, no, I'm sorry, it goes with the first one of the 2 ideas when you merge them. So this will become a 14. And there you have it. So you do have some control over that. There we go. That's all of our points. Let's go write that song, I Answer Yesterday. That stayed. Let's go with this 13-pointer from Kiwi. Let's get a rhythm. Looks like 10 is going to be our best bet because that is the maximum we have anywhere. So we'll go with, I don't know, this one. It'll affect the lyrics on this end. And it will affect the riffs on this end. But we can toss in a 15 there. That works. What can we do for lyrics now? We're at 40. We're not going to get, well, we can get to 50 with a Carefree song. Let's do it. I Answer Yesterday. That sounds like a Carefree kind of lyric, doesn't it? Incidentally, something we haven't talked about, and this is going to save the week because it will be Sunday. Let's look at the song list real quick. You will notice when you look at a song like I Answer Yesterday, there's this button here, View Lyrics. And best I can tell what that does is it goes out to a web service somewhere that just writes lyrics. I don't know if it's AI or what it is. It's been in the game for a couple of years. But you can see what lyrics might look like. Now, interestingly enough, carefree is the more someone carefree, so this doesn't actually make sense. The lyrics don't fully make sense, but it does do something there. And I thought that was really curious. So I answer yesterday. You sit waiting, you sit crying, but who carefree, you never ever. Yeah. A little bit of nonsense, but nonetheless, something that's sort of cute, interesting, and there we go. All right, it is Sunday. We probably should go ahead and start practicing some of these to get them to speed. The master list, we're not in practice. We want to go to practice. Maybe we were. It's all the songs that are below max. That's good. Let's practice those. We'll just do one day, and closer is almost maxed out now. We'll drop that one off so we can get better results on these. Let's see where we're at for doing 3 songs. We get how many points each? 13 points each. So we're still only at 39 total points. That's not awesome. We definitely need to up that game. But this time we know this guy will max out. These guys will still grow, and that's okay. And then I think this time we want to practice everything, try to get things maxed. Day ahead. Make it so everything is playable for us. And then we will finish going into the St. Patrick's Day holiday with practicing the 2 that are out here. And we have that gig in Kansas City, and it is a battle, but we do have Angelina's Shoe Grimaces, a new song to try out. I think we'll do that. Let's get over there. Easiest way to do it is just go to map. You don't have to go out to the truck, or the van rather, and plan that out. $70 to get there. As we've seen, we can come home or we can stay in a hotel. Let's see how this goes, and we'll make a decision then. We can do a job on the way to the gig. And because we really are cash poor and we really do need money to record more songs, we're going to hit the cemetery. We don't know anybody buried there. Well, currently we don't know anybody buried anywhere. I saw a couple of posts on Steam where people were like, do musicians actually die? I've never seen it. I have never seen it either. I think you invest time in these folks. You give them playing skills so that they can learn your songs. You probably don't want them to die. But it feels like it would have to be a really steep curve for them to end up dying as well. I just haven't seen where it's even been like close to bad. I think I had somebody down to 60% health once. That's the lowest I've seen it. Here we are at Earl's. We've been here one time before. When we came in and scheduled, we have no reputation.
Have a good gig.
Well, thank you. And as you can see, since we have a gig, we can't schedule anything anyway. That's something to know. It'd be curious to come back tomorrow after we've played the gig and see if they want us or not. I think they would. They're the smallest of the venues. Chance we could win this for that reason alone. 2 of the bands are popularity of 1. We're getting there. The winner is only $2,000 in this one, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that kind of money. I think we lead with this one just in case it happens to be much more enjoyable than the other ones we've got. You never know. Any other things we want to change there? Well, that's all the songs we have ready that are red. I hope I didn't call off too many of them. We only needed 6 songs for the time being. That's right. I'm worried about if I have enough for a 9 or a 12. We don't, but this should be fine. Let's go. And that first song hits for 5 points, maybe 6. That's a little more of what I expect actually out of all of my songs. We can click here to make the results go faster, by the way. Okay, well, performance-wise, we are the worst band here, and not even close there. So the location, your reputation in a city does make a difference with some of this as well. You generally don't go to a city for the first time and win a battle until you're really good. Let's see what the other results are. We sold 4 shirts and 1 CD. Great. We made a little bit of money, not enough to cover the trip, but we made a little bit of money. Gained some reputation here. Happiness is always good. Reputation with the other bands, particularly the one that won. And let's look at our set list. Okay, they loved this song. That's good. We want loved. Enjoyed is fine. Loved is where we want to head. Loved can get up to 5. You won't get an enjoyed that only goes up to 5. We're going to see those at 2 and 3. This one was not any better than our other ones, unfortunately. The other note you'll make is that this was a 9-point jump. Everything else was a 5. This one was an 8. That's important to note as well. Even though it isn't enjoyed, it was 8 points. We want to hold on to that one. In fact, maybe we'll go ahead and record that one. I think I might mark it to remember that. Her Trey Benz. Maybe that's what I meant that tag for, but clearly that song wasn't doing terribly well. Probably should hit the trash can for things I want to get rid of in the future. Let's put a smiley face and it kind of indicate that we got some decent response on that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now we could go straight home if we do that. $211, I bet. $210. Let's say never mind. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a hotel that's cheapish. So it'll be a motel. The motels are the cheap ones. The hotels are the fancy ones. You can find motels that cost more than the cheapest hotel. So that's something to kind of note, but I just don't feel like shopping around too much. We'll just check into this one. This one works. That'll be great. I am not busting stuff up. We don't have the money for it. We have plenty of song ideas right now. So we will write a song. We will merge ideas first. Look at that. Awesome. I love when that happens. Would have been great if there was a 15 there to make those 20. We can do up to 15s still. Not that I'm really seeing any. Have a bunch of 6s here. We have down here. Some 6s. No 10s. We'll do the 3s. We'll do the low end ones now. Oh, we can do those 6s though. And there it is, down to just 4 points. We can do 2 more sets of 1. There we have it. All right, construct a song. Well, it'd be great if we could find something where we could do 4 15s to make it a 60 quality song. But that's not going to... Oh, we have a 20 here. Well, we might get there. We're going to get to 60. Look at that. Topher does have a piece in there. Kiwi does. Chad is the one that is not going to be included, and that's okay. Let's go ahead and use Topher's piece. Give it a name. They decline in the future. Yes, they do. Don't I know it? I used to think it was ridiculous. My brother is considerably older than me, and he has complained about his age for a very long time, like as long as I can remember. And for a very long time, I just thought he was ridiculous. And now that I'm catching up with a lot of those years, I get it. If you're under 50, you have no idea what you're in for, I guess. So, all right, the trip allowed. Here's that message I said that we get once in a while. It cleared our head, which was very inspirational. So I didn't watch to see what the scroll by said, but we probably got some new song ideas. And that is always fantastic. And it looked like we got some experience. I did see the yellow over there. So these are good things. And we have a gig today. There's those new song ideas. So this is all good stuff for us. Let's go ahead and just go play that gig. And I think on the way to the gig, we're going to mow another lawn. Silly as that seems, we're going to do it. We could busk, but we're just going to mow the lawn. Busking is not getting us $200 yet. It's getting us about $100, I think, at this point. And here we go. straight to the venue from Kansas City. This one is paying us well, if I recall. It's like a $200 gig, 200 plus. So that's definitely going to help fund our next, what's the pop-ups? Travel. Want to pay attention to that. Maybe start moving somebody in that direction. Travel is the opposite of hometown. And so we do have people with hometown, so we can't move directly to travel without either risking relationships or backing all these folks away from hometown. But there's nothing wrong with backing all of these people away from hometown. They don't all need to have hometown. And we can go with, I think progress and tradition are the opposites. I don't think anybody had progress or tradition. Let's go with progress for him in place of hometown. Here we go. No red lines. If we had any, we would address them right away, is what we would do. The only time this has really been a problem for me is when I had it skipping ahead to practice several days in a row and I didn't realize they had a bad relationship and one of them quit. That's no fun. You don't like it when that happens. But you get a warning. The thing is I was skipping ahead several days at once. It doesn't show you the warning in those cases. So do keep that in mind. No new songs to play. We do know that they tend to like this song. Let's put it up front. See if that makes a difference. I think didn't it get 8 points last time? Let's see if that changes things dramatically or at all. It may not. And we'll put Taking the Day. You know what? Let's do this a little different. So the yellow songs, they return some of the audience energy. We're not running into energy problems right now. So this particular song also gives us the audience enjoys the song, right? They like it. So if we can bump that up faster, I'm wondering if we get, I think our last run was 38% is where we landed. Let's see if moving them around changes that at all. Now, not everything is the same. That was a different city where we had a different reputation, different number of people there. There's a whole lot of other factors. But I am curious if we see a dramatic difference here or not. This is not a battle of the bands, so that's good. And we're going to make $252 no matter what we do. Hopefully we get through without any errors. That's the other thing, is it seems like every time I have one of these planned out of, hey, let's check this out, I end up getting an error. And I hate that. Here we go. All right, well, we're already up to 14 there at the end of the first two, so that was a little bit better. But no, not seeing the big kick there. We ended at 28. All right. More people in this, though, so that's a factor as well. When you have a lot more people, the audience interest level is much more difficult to accelerate or raise, however you want to look at it. There you have it. Hey, we gained some popularity on a song. Well, that's new. We haven't had that happen at all. Taking the Day gained a little bit of popularity. We sold 2 shirts. We did not sell any CDs. It doesn't look like we did not. Okay, well, there we go. Taking the Day. They only enjoyed it this time. Bigger group. These will be suppressed a little bit, but that's okay. 6 points for that one. 9 points for that one. That's kind of what we've been seeing. Only 4 points here, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. Yep, that's what we've been seeing. So let's get some new songs in there into the rotation. We got a whole week again. We're going to work on that. We are going to work on that in the next episode, though. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for that. And until next time, this is the band Everyone but Andy in Rising Star 2. Hope to see you next time. Thanks and fair travels.